Hi, I'm Samantha Shannon. I'm the author of the Bone Season series and The Priory of the Orange Tree.
Hi, I'm Margaret Rogerson, the author of Sorcery of Thorns, Vespertine, and An Enchantment of Ravens.
And I'm here to take a quiz
to find out in which book adaptation I would play the main character. Where do you usually watch movies or TV shows? I'm gonna have to say at home.
Normally at home, actually. I haven't really been to the cinema for a while. What was the last thing I saw at the cinema? God, I can't even remember, it was that long ago.
What kind of scene would you like to play in the most?
Some real combat, solving a mystery, a romantic scene, anything as long as the costumes and makeup are nice. I want to do magic. I'd love to show off my joking skills.
I want to do magic. I definitely couldn't do combat because I can't do combat.
I think maybe anything as long as the costumes and makeup are nice, because often I just stare at the costumes on TV shows because they are so stunning. Never have I ever said I watched a movie or TV show I didn't actually watch, covered my eyes while watching a movie or TV show, spoiled a movie or TV show for someone else, rooted for the wrong person in a love triangle. I have accidentally spoiled a movie or a TV show, or I was told I did when I was still on Twitter. Every time I tweeted anything about a show, I got told it was a spoiler. That's one of the many reasons I came off Twitter.
Never have I ever said I watched a movie or TV show I didn't actually watch.
I have definitely covered my eyes while watching a movie or TV show, so I think I'll choose that. I'm pretty good at horror and stuff like that, but I don't really like extreme gore, just because I just find it kind of pointless, really.
Who would you choose as your co-star? Henry Cavill, Kit Young, Freddie Carter, Olivia Colman, Kristen Stewart, Willow Shields. For me, it's like a toss-up between Henry Cavill and Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart, 100%. I think she's great.
You know, he's a huge nerd, and I'm also a huge nerd. We both play World of Warcraft. We both play healers on World of Warcraft. So I feel like I'd have a lot to talk about with him. So I'm gonna go with Henry Cavill.
Which are you a bigger fan of? Movies, TV shows, or both? I think it depends on the situation, but I love a TV show because I think that you can expand the story much more than you're able to in a film. And also TV shows have really great budgets now. I mean, we can see that from stuff like House of the Dragon. So I think it's ultimately like getting a film, but longer.
Honestly, both. Yeah, I can't choose. Who should make the theme song for the movie or TV show?
Imagine Dragons, Girl in Red, Paramore, Hans Zimmer, Sia, or Billie... Is it Billie Eilish? Is that how you pronounce it? I hope so.
I live under a rock in a swamp, and I'm not really familiar with any of them except for Hans Zimmer. I listen to a lot of movie soundtracks while I write, so I'll have to go with Hans Zimmer.
I'm not sure. Oh, Hans Zimmer, 100%. I think he's an absolute genius. I love all of his soundtracks. Pick your favorite YA book to movie, TV show adaptation.
We have the Enola Holmes movies, very good. School for Good and Evil, have not seen. Shadow and Bone, I've seen part of it and it was very good. Heartstopper, I've heard that's amazing. Twilight, and Hunger Games.
I have not seen The School for Good and Evil. I've seen the first Enola Holmes movie. I have seen Shadow and Bone and Heartstopper and Twilight and Hunger Games.
I'm gonna have to, I think, go with Enola Holmes, but part of that might be because I've just been watching it recently, and so it's still like fresh in my mind, whereas, you know, like Hunger Games, it's been years since I've seen the last movie, so.
I did really like the adaptations of the Hunger Games. I think Jennifer Lawrence did a great job as Katniss. I wasn't a massive fan of the Twilight adaptations, even though I do now think Kristen Stewart is fantastic, and Robert Pattinson, actually. I think they're both amazing, but those adaptations did not really work for me.
I also like the time period too. Yeah, let's go with Enola Holmes.
I'll go for the Hunger Games, even though I did also really enjoy Shadow and Bone and Heartstopper.
If you didn't play in the movie or TV show, what would you want to do instead? Director, obviously. I'd like to be a camera operator. Costumes are my thing. I'll take care of the soundtrack.
Assuming I had any talent in any of those things, which I don't, I'd probably want to do the soundtrack, just because the movie score is my favourite thing about it usually, and I use movie scores to write my books. So if I had the talent, I'd love to take care of the soundtrack.
So this is assuming that I have any kind of skill whatsoever in any of these fields. I would choose, I think, costumes, because then I'd get to like meet all of the actors and like kind of like dress them up and stuff, you know? I think that would be fun. So yeah, I'll go with costumes.
Okay, you ready for the final result? Yep.
I'm gonna go with I Was Born Ready. Oh, I got Enola Holmes too. What a surprise! Henry Cavill and Enola Holmes. Yeah.
It would be Shadow and Bone is my result, which I'm very pleased with. I thought Shadow and Bone was a fantastic adaptation of Lee's books, and I also really did like the soundtrack for it. I listened to it a lot for my own writing, so I'm very pleased with that.
You like adventure and are not afraid to be the main character. That might be because you got some amazing sidekicks. You like to take the matter into your own hands like Enola Holmes. You should absolutely be honored by this result, as you have just been cast with the best co-stars in the whole YA adaptation universe. Congratulations. It's true. I have been cast with the best.